Hi friends, welcome to week number 30, week 30 of Brick House Bones. Today I have another great episode for you with 4 new exercises. We're going to do an excellent seated rowing exercise using our bands. We'll use our CLX bands for that, or any stretchy band that you have. And we're also going to do a balance test that tells us a lot about how visually dependent you are on your balance. This is used a lot in PT clinics and doctor's offices to assess you, and we'll show how to do that safely using the corner of your room. We are going to do another wonderful hip targeted exercise that if you only have a minute to do a great hip exercise, this would be one of them. Important to have good form, so pay attention on this one. And then lastly, we are doing a wall exercise. I forgot for just a second there. We're doing a wall exercise that I just kind of thought of a couple weeks ago. I haven't seen this before. I'm sure it exists somewhere, but I'd never seen it. And I think it's a fantastic way to work impact and strength for the bones in our upper extremities. I think this one is excellent. I love it for the speed and impact it provides our upper body, but we can modulate it in a way to do it safely. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm a physical therapist and I specialize in osteoporosis exercises. I thank you for joining me. These are exercise snacks, bits of information that cover the Brick House Bones method of posture, power, impact, strength, and balance, the ways that we know evidence tells us help prevent fractures for people with osteoporosis and low bone mass. And I do one of these videos every week to give you an example of the wide variety of ways that we can help ourselves. And I have complete exercise programs also available on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you do so. And if you like this stuff, leave me a comment down below because that just encourages me to do more. All right, so we have our bands. I have a loop band for the hip exercise. This is a 12-inch loop band, and I have just a regular CLX TheraBand resistance band for the other part. So first exercise is our postural strength exercise. You can do this seated. Loop that band around your foot, and I want you to notice as I'm getting into that position that I'm hinging at the hip. So it's these little things where we don't pay attention to how we're moving that as we become more aware and mindful, we're really protecting ourselves. So I don't have a low bone mass in my spine. For me, it's in my hips. So I'll show you some people would do this. And I would say that's not the safest way. Instead, keep your heart up, knee is soft, hinge at your hip joint, and then loop that band around. So just noticing these little things about how to move in a wiser manner. And then I'm just going to grab a hold of this band so that it has a reasonable amount of tension on it. Other knee is bent and that foot is flat. That's helping to give me leverage to sit up nice and tall. Arms are reaching straight towards my foot, and I'm going to pull straight back, squeezing my wings together, and then release back out. So we'll do a nice slow 10 of these with a pause at the full squeeze position. Notice my heart, my chest is lifting up nice and tall. We're on number 3. I'll try to complete the count to number 10. Good. Taking our time, making sure we're in good position, keeping ourselves up with that tall posture, head on top of the shoulder. Here's number 5. There's lots of variations if you prefer to use bands with handles. They just need to be at a length that you're feeling some resistance as you pull. If it's really easy, you're not getting as much benefit. Great job, everybody. So this is a seated banded row. It doesn't matter which leg you use. We're working both arms and between the shoulder blades. I think we have one more to go. So you can use either leg. You don't need to switch legs. You can. You could do one set of 10 with one leg forward, one set of 10 with the other leg forward. But it's not about the legs. It's about the upper back and the shoulders in this case. Excellent. So that was our posture-focused exercise to help strengthen the muscles in our spine. And we know that spine-targeted strengthening exercises help reduce fractures in the spine. Now, the next exercise is called a Romberg test. I'm going to go into the corner of the room because this is how you create safety as you do this balance exercise. So in the corner, we do want your feet to be touching, close together and touching. We want your arms folded across your chest. And here's the kicker. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes for a count of 10. Now, if you're in the corner here and you fall backwards, well, you're in a nice, safe place. Or if you feel yourself swaying and you hit the wall, obviously you open your eyes and you just check yourself and make sure that you're safe. I don't want you to have a fall. And this is a good position to get in to do it. You can also have people that will do it like close to their chair. I like this one the best. So in the corner, standing up nice and tall, feet touching together, barefoot even better, and then eyes closed for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now what we want to see is that even if you sway a little bit, you don't have to open your eyes and you don't have to take a step. If you touched the wall or you had to open your eyes and take a step, that means you really need to work on your balance, especially with your eyes closed. So we often are very visually dependent on orienting ourselves, but that makes us more vulnerable to falls at night when it's dark. For that reason, I recommend night lights frequently so that you have an easier path to the bathroom. We all know we get up frequently at night, don't we? Okay, practice that at least once a day if you found that it was really challenging for you. We're going to take our ankle loop around both feet. I'm going to turn the chair around so we have a little bit of a balance point. Now, it is absolutely okay to use something for balance on this. Now, if you're super talented and you don't want to use that, that's fine. This is not designed to be a balance exercise. So, standing on one leg, up nice and tall, we're going to shift our weight onto the right leg and move the left leg out to the side. Now, what you'll find is you may feel this leg working some, but you may feel this leg working a lot. This leg is stabilizing while this leg is moving. So there's tension on both legs, and you may feel it stronger on one than the other, and they're both working, which is excellent. So what I want you to notice is my toe is still pointed pretty straight ahead. It's not moving forward of the other leg. It's moving back. It's moving to the side and just slightly back, and I'm not turning the toe out. The toe needs to stay straight and then bring it back. So it's straight out, slightly back, keep the toes pointed straight ahead. If you turn the toes out, you're still strengthening that muscle, but we're strengthening the front of the hip. And what we want to target is the side of the hip and the muscles that attach to the femur where we have our bone density tests. So I would do 10 of those on one side and 10 of those on the other. And you will find this very fatiguing. Now you can do 2 or 3 rounds of this particular exercise if you want to use this as one of your exercise snacks in a day that don't take a lot of time. This is a great way to do it. Now, how other people cheat is they will lean over. They'll turn their foot out. The leg will come forward. So that's how you know you're not quite targeting the right exercise. So no leaning over, don't turn the toe out, keep the leg just slightly back as you move it out to the side. That's a real hip burner. I love that one for just really targeting the hips in that way. Okay, so we did our strength and posture exercise, we did our balance exercise, we did our hip strength. Now is our power and impact exercise. And this is just one I absolutely love for the upper extremities because we don't often target that. We do it in our strength training, but to get impact for our upper extremities, it's a little bit more challenging sometimes. So using a wall, getting into your wall plank position. And now, the further away I am, the more challenging. The closer I am, the easier it is. And so just plan that for your own level of ability to know that if this is something new, then start fairly close to the wall for you. So we're in the plank position. I'm going to take one hand back and bring it by my chest, and I'm slightly falling forward. So if I let go, I'm going to fall forward into the wall. So we're going to switch hands very quickly. Switch, switch, switch. So I'm just trying to prevent that fall forward and the face plant into the wall. And you can hear that I have to push forward with a little bit of authority. Now you could do this on a countertop. I would recommend a wall, but a tall counter would be okay too. I would do 10 to 20 quick switches. So this is designed to be a very quick moving, so that you are getting very little movement of your trunk and a nice firm plant of your hand on the wall, and that's getting that impact through the wrist, the forearm, and the upper arm. And you can do it like if you have a countertop, if you have tight wrists, you can have a towel in the hand to kind of pad your wrist. We can change the position of your hand also to do that. But give that a try and let me know what you think, and if it was challenging for you or easy, or if you were surprised at how difficult it was. I would really love to know. Hey, thanks for joining me. This was week number 30. I have so much more to share with you that's coming down the line, so please keep watching. Thanks for joining me.